Hello friends, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Well, we managed to take over the Daein Keep in Navasa, but before we could capture General Ina, Nasir intervenes and reveals that he's been the traitor the whole time. But before we could take him into custody, he says the phrase, "Go to Palmeni Temple." What is Palmeni Temple? Let's find out. Overcoming many hardships, Ike and company finally arrive in the Daein capital of Navasa. However, much to their dismay, King Ashnard is nowhere to be found. According to intelligence reports, the king is in the Crimea's capital of Melior, preparing to wage war against Gallia. In addition, at least half of the Daein army, including its most elite forces, remain unharmed and at his side. The Crimean army is again forced to march. This time, however, the battlefield will be their own homeland. Eagerly awaiting their arrival is a Daein army more powerful than anything they have faced so far. This fact, coupled with Nasir's act of betrayal, has filled Ike with apprehension and disappointment. Yet, it is then, when all hope seems faint, that unexpected good news arrives. Ooh, good news! And at this time, any good news is appreciated. So we begin Chapter 22, Solo. Thankfully, it's not going solo, but we'll see what happens here. We're still in the Daein Keep. General Ike, sir, reinforcements have arrived from Benyon. Reinforcements? I haven't heard anything about this. Have you, Princess Alencia? No, not a word. Are you sure they're Benyon troops? Yes, sir. They fly Benyon's insignia. There can be no doubt of their authenticity. And the man in command is one of Benyon's most beloved heroes, General Zelgius. There's no mistaking him, sir. Allow me to meet with him first. Here we are, General Zelgius. I beg your pardon. Are you General Ike? I am. And you are? I am Zelgius, Earl of Kadol. I have been dispatched from Benyon with a battalion to support your army. Your assistance is much appreciated, but this is very unexpected. I understand your surprise. For Benyon's Imperial Senate, this decision was made with unusual haste. I imagine so. It took forever just to get the soldiers I have now. Well, there's a reason behind this expedited decision. Duke Perseus has returned home, and if we remember, that's Sephirin. And again, I don't know if it's Perseus or Persis or Belsius. Again, future me, just quickly post which one was the correct one. Do you mean Sephirin? Correct. Duke Perseus is also senior statesman of the Imperial Senate. The Duke returned from his travels and began working immediately to settle pressing affairs of state. First, he met with the Apostle, and they exchanged reports on both foreign and domestic matters. Then they discussed Benyon's position in relation to the current conflict and possible courses of action. In less than half a day, they brought the entire Imperial Senate into line and sent us here to you. I wish all things government-related could be solved that fast, thank you, Zelgius. So you're saying that Benyon has allied itself with Crimea? Is that it? That's it exactly. I am at your service, General Ike. Oh, wow, thank you. Now then, please tell me what you would have my men do. I'm ordered to help in any way possible. You've caught me off guard. I can't think of anything right now. In that case, do I have permission to make camp around the palace and rest my troops? Yes, please do. That's no problem. Thank you. Please do not hesitate to call us if you have need of us. We are at your disposal. Oh yeah, I like this little bit of conversation coming up here. Benyon reinforcements. That was unexpected, wasn't it? It certainly was. It seems the Apostle and Sephirin did the impossible by getting them to us. All for our little army. It's hard to believe they would go to all this trouble. First we take the Daein's capital, and now this? Things are looking up. You're right. Even if we don't receive help from Gallia, we still may be able to defeat Ashnard. That's true. It's like a dream. I have to disagree. Oh look, Soren is upset again. Who knew? Oh my goodness, she actually said that with emphasis. What is it this time? If the Crimean army is not the crux of Daein's defeat, this war means nothing. What does that have to do with the arrival of these reinforcements? The battalion that just arrived is greater in numbers than the one we originally received. Not only that, but all of these soldiers are marching under Benyon's name. So, if these reinforcements are responsible for defeating King Daein, what do you think will happen? That achievement, the very victory itself, will belong to the Benyon Empire, not to Crimea. If that happens, Crimea will be rebuilt however Benyon sees fit, and Princess Alencia will be a mere figurehead. And then, the deeds of an unknown mercenary company will be expertly covered up. We'll receive some paltry sum of money and be swept under a rug somewhere. Mark my words. Soren, you're being so rude. Surely the Apostle, of all people, would never do such a thing. And this General Zelgius seems sincere enough to me. And this is where Soren's like, hold on. Come, Soren, I've heard of situations like what you describe, but whether this is such a case... We've been fortunate to receive this goodwill. Must we always search for ulterior motives? Hold that thought, Titania. Yes, we must. Have you forgotten Nasir? It's that sort of naive attitude that allowed him to remain undetected for so long. You people don't seem to get it. We are at war. All doubts, no matter how small, must be extinguished. If they aren't, we could well be ignoring something that will lead to our defeat. Or to our death. And I love that Soren brought that up because he is absolutely 100% correct and had every good argument to back that up. So much so that Titania, Alencia, and Ike were just like, okay, he's right. Let's take Soren's comments under consideration and discuss this at length. We meet in 1 hour. I love that bit with Soren. It's just like, Ike, don't be an idiot. Alright, so, ooh, Shinon got MVP last time. That's pretty good. Excellent. Okay. Now then, let's see what we've got at the part here. Let's go. Any supports? Okay, nothing that I can really work with there. You could get Marcia up to that. Well, Kieran's already good there. We could do the Gatry. Oh, Shinon with Wolf. Okay. Nothing else of surprise. Okay. Well, since we seem to be doing one support conversation every chapter, it seems like. Actually, hold on. Do I want to... I might actually hold off on that one. Maybe so I could get Gatry and Shinon to have an A support. Because I feel like I'm going to be fielding those two a little bit more often. It might be easier for Gatry to stay close to Shinon. Alright, I'm actually not going to do that, surprisingly. Alright. Well, we have a 2-star here, so that means we are going to get some form of information. Ah, look, it's the brothers of the merchant convoy. Hey, Ike, General Ike, wait up. Say, if there's an enemy in my way, but I don't want to kill him, what do you think I should do? Is this about that stupid game again? Well, it's all your fault. You had to go and tutor Daniel, and now I've been on this losing streak. Tutor? You mean back when we were on board the ship? It was just one hint. Daniel isn't like me. He's smart. I'm the one who thought up this game, but he's the one who's getting better and better. I hardly ever win anymore. Instead of playing that game, why don't you try some real combat? Stop joking around. We're happy-go-lucky traveling merchants. We don't know anything about fighting. Give me a break. It's nice you're having fun and all, but please... Can you save your stupid game for someone who's not fighting for their life day in and day out? Well, what do you expect? Everything's war, 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 and there's no place for us. All we can do is play this game. Sorry, I'll just go lose again. Oh, for heaven's sake. Look, if there's an opponent you don't want to kill, just shove him out of the way. Then you don't have to fight him. Uh-huh. Oh, thanks. You know, we are what we are, but we'll be with you to the end. I hope we can continue to be of service. Alright? Yeah, thanks. Sorry for being so irritable. That's alright. I know how much stress you've been under. Alright, so, hint of that one. Do we want to kill an opponent or not? That's going to come up in this chapter. And hey, look at this. A face we haven't seen since the ship. I wonder what South wants. Something on your mind? Oh, Commander Ike. Oh, I guess you're supposed to be called General now, huh? Commander's fine. So what's going on? Are you thinking about that person you were looking for? That's all settled. Actually, no, it's not really settled. It's just, I figured that worrying about it all the time wasn't doing me any good. I turned over every rock in Benyon during my search, but it's just easier to assume that everything's going well. Somewhere. Well, as long as you're happy, I won't say a word. So what were you thinking about then? I didn't say anything before, but Daein is my homeland. Is that so? Yeah, until a few years back, I lived in the slums of Navasa and stole for a living. So anyway, I went back to my old stomping grounds and saw some friends. The rest of the city's empty, but they're still here. They've got no other place to go, you know? And what do they have to say? Everyone was mad at that Crimea had won. They said if the king had been here, there's no way they would have been defeated. It's so weird. Until now, all they had ever done was complain about this place. I see. You know, Ashnard wasn't such a bad king, at least as far as we could see. If you were strong enough, you could rise up and become a knight one day. You could escape the filthy slums. He was the only king who ever gave us that chance. That hope. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind fighting with all of you. But still, seeing your homeland scarred and trampled like this is tough. I'm sorry, I know Crimea is suffering in the same way, but I can't change how I feel. A too true statement there, Soph. Alright, I didn't get much in the way of skills last chapter. Yeah, I just got Corrosion and Parity, which I don't really use those two skills. I mean, Corrosion could be fun for some random thing, but it all depends on who you put the skill on. And I do know that I got a lot of things last chapter, courtesy of Volk here. My goodness, you did phenomenal with your stealing last chapter. Okay, I got a lot of things I need to look into here. Why don't I just go ahead and actually do, like, a quick, you know, relook at all of my good units here. Well, Ike should have... And he can do higher end swords now. There is still that little bit of a regal sword. Well, he could wield that a bit. It's funny, I don't really use the blades because of their low accuracy. Like, and it's funny, because you would think you'd be just fine otherwise. Looks like I can do steels all around. That's pretty good. And I can recharge javelins, which is a good thing, because I think I need a few javelins. Maybe... Yeah, she's B rank. She still has to work towards A rank silvers. So we'll just do that. Your sword. See, I want to give her a steel sword, but it would just weigh her down a lot. Maybe I'll give her a forged steel. See what it costs. Okay, so that would slow her down by only 3 points. Okay, that's actually not so bad. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I haven't really used the forge in a while, so why not? And something that I tend to do when I'm playing this, if I ever make a forged sword for Mist, I always call it Florette in nod to her unique sword that she gets in Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. And not that the color matters, but pink it is! Oops, I gotta give that to the convoy for now. And then we can do that. And then I can take Florette. There we go. Staff-wise, she's doing okay. I did... all those stabs. She is never going to run out of stabs at any time. Okay, is there any good... I mean, there is a slim sword. Just if I really wanted to. Okay, well, I do have a silver lance. Well, just to ease off my convoy a little bit. Are there any, like, junk ones I can sell? Yeah, I got a lot of... I do really have a bad habit of holding on to, like, a lot of low-use weapons. Like, I'm just gonna get rid of that slim lance. I don't think anyone can really use it. These killer lances are basically done. There's a killing edge up there, too. I got a fresh one. I'm just gonna go with that. Definitely a lot of javelins. Go. All right, so I do have a fair number of javelins in here. I guess I'll be fine. Sell those off. There's that steel axe there. Couple hand axes. Those 11 ones I guess I can find some use for. Okay, not a ton in the bow department. That's fine. We're gonna get rid of that. That's fine. We're gonna get rid of this. I'll get rid of that for a fresh tomb. Yeah, still no sign of other wind magic. I could sell those, because I'm not really using anyone with light magic. How many men staffs do I have? The answer is a lot. And I'm still amazed I managed to, like, do so well getting those sleep stabs. Like, I'm quite happy with that outcome. Still got a lot of stat boosters I'm not using. I really do need to change that at some point. Yeah, we got all that. Okay, well that's pretty good. I emptied out my convoy. Managed to get a little bit more space. Not that it, like, entirely matters. He still cannot use that, but we're gonna give him a javelin. Okay, you're fine. You're still basically good. You still only have a B rank. There's not really much I can change about that. You still have Elf Thunder, but you only have an E rank in stabs. You're fine. Okay. Fresh Steel Sword and a Fresh Killing Edge for you. Shinon, you did really good. I'm gonna give you the Brave Bow to give you a little extra punch. Volk gets nothing. Okay, someone did get an Occult. I did say someone was going to get an Occult on this chapter. So I think I might give that to Kieran. I'm gonna have to get rid of his gamble skill, but that would give him more bulk. Alright. Now, since you are a sage, you can wield the Elf Fire Tome. And everyone else, I think at this point, is just how they are. Okay. So, let's go skills. Kieran, we're going to remove Gamble to give you Saul. Excellent. Now your combat potential will be much better because if Saul activates, he gets half his health back. So he can he can take a few hits provided the skill activates. All right. Everything is set. Let's go see what Palmeni Temple is about. So you're going to lead a small unit out on a survey mission? Yes, that's the plan. However, though we've taken the castle, there are still pockets of Daein resistance. It's possible they may try to mount an attack and retake the palace. I want you to be in charge of the watch. That is, of course, not a problem. However, you're taking the princess along. Don't you think it would be safer to take more troops? Even if we split our battalion, we have enough men to handle both tasks. I'm just not used to moving around with such a large group. And for this mission, I'd like to keep the number of people involved as low as possible. It's not that I don't understand how you feel, but we will compromise. You know, for someone from Benyon, you're pretty flexible. It speeds things up considerably. To be a soldier, one must be able to quickly adapt to circumstances around him. Alright, we'll be back later. Take care. This is the place Nasir mentioned, Palmeni Temple. I hope whatever he was trying to tell me will become clear once we get inside and look around. I still can't believe Nasir was on Daein's side. I just can't. And he let that dragon girl get away, although I'm sure he had his reasons for that as well. I wonder, was it really Nasir? Although, besides my family, the only people I showed the medallion to were Titania, Princess Alencia, and Nasir. I thought I could trust him. I really did. Why? Why did he do it? Mist. Thinking about the past isn't going to help. Let's take a look at this temple.
What did you say? The Crimean army is here?
They want to investigate the temple. What should I tell them?
Crud, this ain't good. I don't know what they're after, but if they find us mercenaries who sided with Daein, they'll wipe us out.
It is all the will of the goddess. Resign yourself to fate. Accept it.
Bat dung. No one's gonna roll over and die. Dying's for sissies. So tell me, how many are there?
There appears to be 10 or so, including the women.
That's good news.
It is?
If that's a lot of them, we can take care of this on our own. It'll be like stealing a baby from the cradle. Right then, here's the plan. Pretend like you want to help him out, and then lead him inside. And listen good, you best not whisper a word about us being here, or else.
But I couldn't. What you ask is beyond me. I just decided to try to make that noise. I hope that sounded okay.
Don't forget, we've got all the other priests under our control. Unless you want to meet the goddess early, do as you're told.
Oh dear. Here we are, Palmeni Temple. Alright, we'd like to take a look around. Please show us each room. Very well. This is a very large room. Are you alright? Why are you shaking like that? Oh, goddess, please, forgive me.
It's a trap! You did it!
Please, forgive me.
I thought something like this might happen. I don't know how you got wind of us, but showing up in such a small group means you're out of luck. None of y'all are getting out of here alive.
We just fought our way to the Daein capital. You're not even gonna slow us down.
Cocky, ain't ya? But who said this was gonna be a fair fight?
Huh? What are you doing?
Hey, bring out the others.
As we can see, a lot of priest and bishop units.
You fools are gonna be our shields.
What?
See, you ain't so useless after all.
You filthy dogs. Those are innocent people. You can't. Oh, mercy. Please help me.
Hey, if you don't want them pretty robes of yours to turn red, you'll attack these scum. If y'all think about betraying us, I'll kill every one of you.
But you can't. Crimeans, please, forgive us. We cannot allow our brothers to die. Alright, this cowardice will not stand. These priests are being made to fight against their will. We've got to try and save as many of them as possible. Let's go! Alright, so exactly as Ike said, in this chapter, we have a huge myriad of priest and bishop units just surrounding the map. Some of them are completely unarmed. Some of them have staves aplenty. There are a few bishops here, like the Bishop Tomonami here, who can attack. So that is a thing we have to be wary of. But the whole point is, for this chapter, do not try to kill any priest or bishop unit. Like, see right here, even this priest is not wielding anything, just a literal blockade. Now, now with that whole being the case, that is the trick with the chapter that we got the tip from George from. Shoving units out of the way to keep them from being in the line of fire. So that is the gimmick of the chapter. We have to try to get through this without killing any priest unit as best as we can. I do want to try to do the best I can. So shoving units is a very, very good thing to do in this chapter. Let's see. That would leave Soren out of the picture. Do I want? Actually, you know what? Just because it's this type of chapter, I'm going to actually bring Zahark and Soren along, just so I have 2 more foot units to kind of help out, just to be sure we're fine. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Now, of course, if a priest unit doesn't have a tome on them, that means we are fine to go up to them and not risk getting attacked. But the bishops, we do have to be a little bit more careful of. Alright, so I've kind of got my units all figured out here. And yeah, we'll just do a quick save, and we will get the chapter started. Let's go, hope this works. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm actually, now that I think about it, I should have brought some chest keys along, but I can play this chapter by ear. So we do have to get over here to get these chests. As you can see, we do have a thief starting up here right off the bat. Of course, we can take the thief out if we want to make sure that we get everything on our own terms. Alright, that's good. Let's take you out. Ooh, a crit hit, no less. Not bad. Okay, now. I could do this. Okay. That is a very dangerous hit. I do have Physic, and I do have the ability to race someone out of the way. Or, I can do this. Longbow safety! Now, one thing to note here too, and this is something that trips me up more often than not. Just because the priest units are in the way here doesn't mean these units are barred from passing them. That is a huge thing to remember. Alright, so now that I got that safety, now I can take you out safely. Like that. Okay. Now, best play... Be cool if I get Marcia to just kind of go around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I could get Marcia 2 spaces this way, and Rayson to do a chant, I can block the Swordmaster there and be fine. Not bad. And of course, I've got the full guard, so I am also safe from the sniper. Or better yet, we do that. Alright, and that was guard that triggered, so now that now I remember how this works. So when I attack an opponent, I can nullify their counterattack. That's how it works. Alright, now, Zahark. Do your work. And we got a lot of axe fighters here. I'm curious to see how this is going to work. And of course we have a our mobile tank Gatry, who is the fastest thing alive. Then we'll have Ike come down here. Mist can come in here. And just to stay safe, we'll keep you on the outside. Definitely do not want to use a bolting on a priest. Alright, and you are taking a sleep staff. Okay, that might not be the worst. I have, like, 3 of those. Okay, now, why don't we just do this? By longbow, I can attempt to hit this thief. And then I can javelin the thief. Excellent. Getting a sleep staff. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be sleeping everything. Alright, and then Volk, I will have you shove this priest out of the way, and now we have entry into the room. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we have entry into the room. Okay, and I take no damage. I may take poison, but I take no damage. But I do take out a sniper. Okay, that's good. Block the way there, so the long sword... Oh, good! There are chest keys on units here. Okay, I accept that. Okay, no one moved. I'm kind of surprised by that. Alright. Ooh, that actually works for me, provided I don't get hit. Nice dodge. Alright, why don't we do that? Ike, you come over here. And Ether. Okay, that's good for me. Zahark, I'll have you do this. And let's see. You will just attack me anyway. I'm taking you out first. Alright, doing good. Ooh, there was a... Is there a range there? No. What's your defense? You have a defense of 9 to your attack of 26, but I have a huge speed difference, so you know what? Actually, I'll even go one closer. And Racing. What can Racing do? What would be best for Racing? Just for now, we'll do this. Do try to keep Racing chanting, get some more experience, and we'll keep Soren nearby just in case. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. You can't hit this tank, but I also can't seem to hit you. Alright, little chink. Yep, I saw that going to happen. That's fine. Ah, yes, I did know that reinforcements showed up, but we also have the appearance of more feral ones. So now we're going to be seeing a lot more of these feral lagoos who cannot untransform in any state. And we do have a very, very fearsome tiger on our hands here. So we'll see how this goes. I can do... Actually, Jill, you have defense. We will do this. Okay. We'll see who moves first. Okay, good. I can at least take you out. That works for me. And there's the chest key. Alright, that keeps everyone in line, at the very least. Do have to be very, very wary of that. Actually, I can Racing? Oh, Racing can't even shove these priests. Oh my goodness. But in fairness, Soren can. So why don't we just go ahead and have a little shove practice here. So this way we can shove these units out of the way. It'll be a little bit easier to navigate. Meanwhile, over here, what do we have up the top? We have a soldier, a halberdier, and a warrior with a venom axe. So I think Zahark will have you shove. Can Ileana do... Ileana can do some damage, and I can heal it off. So guess what? You ain't hitting her. Most? Okay. Sure, why not? I can take this soldier out, methinks. I can definitely take this soldier out. With a very, very painful attack. Alright, then Gatry can come up here and be the wall on the other side. Like so. We'll just bring you closer because safety. Ouch. Alright, is that double attack? Yep. Alright, Tiger moves first, and I have good thing going for Jill. Okay, level up, that's good. That's what I wanted to see. More speed, more bulk. Alright, warrior moves. Gonna get in the way. Swordmaster. Double attack! Nice. Hey, there we go. Level ups are beginning. Let's see what Marcia gets. Okay. Going through the cycle. Yeah, the computer does have to think about every move that is made by these priest units, even though they don't have any, like, real action associated with them. So it does take its sweet time. Okay, we're gonna do this! Alright, another level up. Well, I'll take speed! That's the one thing I always need to make sure Ileana gets, because, again, she does have the heaviest tomes. Alright, Ike. Alright, you can do some work. See how much there? Okay, it's no different. Ether? Okay, no ether. But I can move back. If I put Zahark here, you have Venom Axe, and I don't think you moved, but maybe you did. Or maybe you thought to move, but just thought Ike was the best target. There's a shade there. I'm going to come down here. And we're going to physic Ike. Like that. Gatry, you can stay there and be defense. Okay, up here, well, hey. Hellfire's a good thing, especially against beasts. There we go. Alright, we do have some chests to get up here. So we're gonna do this, and then Soren, or not Soren, Shinon. Would it be faster to do this? I think it'd be faster if I did that. Who had the chest key again? You did. Well, I can easily trade chest keys over to go down the other pathway, so we'll work with this. Volk can do thieving things. Any heal staffs? Well, there is a heal staff. Steal, 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 steal. No one says I can't take their staffs. Okay, now we also have a bolting... Oh, okay, so if we got up there fast enough, we could theoretically get another bolting tome. I think that's how it works. What's your range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so it's on the posts. Okay, so Rayson and Volk are in range of this, but Rayson should have enough health. Actually, maybe what I will do... Take the chest key and Kanto over. And speed my way along there. Maybe I can potentially bait out a bolting with Shinon. We'll see what happens. Alright, bow on Ike. Okay, saw that one coming, which is fine. That was 14? No, that was like 16. I definitely gotta heal you. I'm faster than a cat! Provoke is a good thing. Hey, it didn't get speed, but I'll accept the other level up. And, yep, provocation. Ha! Even a warrior didn't chink his armor. But I do believe there was venom on it, so... there is poison, but... Oh well! That's Zahark's job to take you out. And there's another thief. Okay. And Rayson is now fully powered up. Alright. Zahark, I will need you to do this. In fairness, I really should just be using the steel sword. Alright. Hey, strength and speed. That's what we want to see on a swordmaster. And there's this side's chest key. Now, I am going to take care of this short spear soldier with a Luna shot first. Not bad. There we go. Ileana, can you double? You can double! Okay, now does that switch? No, that does stay up top. We'll just bring you in here then. That thief will want chests anyway. Strength? Ah, no. Hey, she's magically tanky, and I'm okay with this. Alright, and I can take you out in one hit. Very much so. Okay, ooh, and we got a level up. That's nice. Most acceptable. And then we'll just Night Ring back. Alright, that's everyone over there. Oh yes, Shinon definitely took a big hit on that. I am going to back up. And just because, I'm going to shove this priest unit there. I can heal, so I'm going to do just that. There we go. You know what? I'm going to leave the chest gathering to Marcia here, because I have Canto movement. Spirit to Dust. Okay, that can help. But more so because Racing here just got fully powered up. So we're going to do just that. Now, if I was in range... Maybe I should hold off, just get a few units down here. Because I'd have to have someone nearby to think about trying to tank an operation here. Kind of like that. Reinforcements! Ooh, okay. Alright, so that means I should be expecting reinforcements on the bottom side, too. What about the chest key? That was... Zahar. Well, Zahar, get over here. Got a tomahawk, okay. One of the best throwing axes. Alright. Restore staff. Actually, then, in that case, if I shove you there, shouldn't make things too difficult. Alright, I do still need to get Volk up here to grab one of those chests, unfortunately. Marcia, you take that one then. Nosferatu, which I don't have any bishop units, so I can't use light magic. Then how do I handle this down here? Well, might as well work with fire magic on beasts. Alright, and Soren, level up. Pretty good. Feels like a Soren level up to me. Then Shinon. Do your thing. There we go. Alright. Guess we can just let Shinon get back over here. Close to another level up. Volk over here. Yeah, and the problem too is that this Sage is far behind a unit, which means I'd have to use a longbow or start shoving a few units out of the way. So I could very well be taking a couple boltings for a while, which I think I kind of come to expect. Going for Sahark. This might be bad news. Okay, not a crit at least. But that still was scary. Especially because it's a bolting tomb. I'm almost willing to forego that bolting just so I have a safer chance at approaching. Does bolting have... Bolting does have a small crit boost. So even my slightly luck challenge the heart could have faced something terrible. Yeah, and do this, shove, and then thanks to the Night Ring, I can move. Get Volk over here. I'll do this chest with the chest key. A silver bow. Okay, that's good. We're gonna physics a Hark from here. We'll just kind of park it down here. Sure, why not? Okay, and I'm expecting there to be reinforcements coming from the bottom soon. Alright, no one's left up there. That's good. Any chance at staff practice is good. And there we go. Now Soren can wield D-rank staves. Like the myriad of men staves that I've got. I really did steal a lot last chapter. It felt so good. Alright. Hey, that's what I want to see. Alright, I'm going to put Marcia in the line of fire. Because she's the best I've got at being able to tank that if the Sage decides to go for an easy target, which he does. There we go. That's no movement yet. Alright, get this chest. Volganon. Okay, so that is the fire equivalent of Thoron as far as rank goes. And Tornado. Okay, that's fine. Volk can work his way down. Sure, why not? Share the staff love. So yeah, we'll just keep, we'll just let that bolting tomb go, I guess. One more turn and then I can start safely approaching. Or should I say more safely approach. There we go. Okay. Oh, I get the feeling it's going to be like turn 10 reinforcements down there or something. Alright, but that means I can safely approach. Now, you might be wondering that Tomonami here is a faced unit, so you might think we can recruit him. No, we cannot. This is a faced unit of the map that is like a sub-boss, but we still don't want to kill Tomonami here. So, safe approach it. That is what we need to do. And these are just regular mages. And we've got archers there, so we do have to be careful. I should be fine there. I got full guard. And that's tank. So now we can get some units moving here. And a real good strategy here when it comes to shoving. Especially so with the Night Ring. Because that means Ike can shove and then back away before anything could potentially get into Ike's range. Especially so like the Bishop Tomonami there. Okay, here we go. Sniper moves. This could be bad, actually. I'm in longbow range, but maybe provocation? I'm taking out the sniper. That's good news. Aha, provoke did work. That archer could have just as easily went for racing. Yeah, we've got a huge cluster of enemies here. We're going to have some hit and run tactics. Oh my goodness. Is the poison getting to you, Katri? Tell us if we need to restore your health. There's the reinforcements. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. So what do we got? Elwind, and a tiger. That's basically saying Volk is nope, nope, nope. So we're just gonna back up a little bit here. If I gave you a pure water, that would allow you to do a lot of tanking. It would allow my units to continue their onslaught up here. So let's clear out some units here. Let's actually get some room. Funnily enough, I gave Mist a strong sword now. She can take you out. Alright, Ike, do what you did before. Just hit and run. That should do. Shinon, you would be safe here. Yes. Ouch. Alright. Yeah, that was a longbow. Soren, go ahead and finish off this archer. Okay. Now I do still have racing movement. If I plan this right, this could be a real good turn. Alright, I want to javelin. Oh, once again, it's the thunder crit chance that always bugs me. Yeah, it would be the best bet I got. I can live a crit. Oh, but I stopped your attack. Okay. Why don't we do this? Alright, Jill, please. There we go. So let's do... quick chant here. These, they don't have anything of note. Well, you have a men's staff. That's it. But we still have Tomonami here. Can't shove. Can't shove Tomonami anyway. Alright, that I think is fine for now. Yeah, that's gonna have to be fine for now, unfortunately. Keep Soren and Jill down here enough anyways. I'm out of Tomonami's attack radius. I don't think anything else up there is going to attack me right now, so I think I'm fine. Aha, we sages are effective against knights. Are you sure about that? Who would... I know this is only because of pure water and pre-planning, but who would ever thought I'd utter the phrase, I'd use a knight to guard against a mage? Alright. Oh, Venom Bow. Alright, level up. That works. That totally works. Alright, and there we go. Have him tank the tiger. Oh my goodness. Tiger fast. Alright, we got through that turn. Alright, next step. Definitely have to take care of this warrior. Let's get a little hit on you anyways. Yeah, definitely have to start doing a few shove tricks here soon. Soren, you are in range. And also in support radius. Alright, that takes you out. Alright, we need to keep shoving Tomonami a little bit further down. Now that just means we have to start worrying about the other priest units here getting a little bit more shoved into place. Can even do a little trick here. Shove this priest over here. Then we'll shove this priest into the corner here, out of the way, and then back up. Meanwhile, down here, and I need to stop a tiger. I really stopped a tiger. Oh, nice. Another level up. This is what I laugh about, is like, sages do have the option to go knife. It could have been a very interesting gimmick if mages weren't usually physically frail and knives didn't suck. But we've got an Ilyana over here that really seems to defy that for me. Like, I have actually had games of this where, like, I've used Ilyana fully through, and she maxed out her strength stat. That is just how crazy she can get, leveling up and getting strength often. Okay, there we go. I can't believe just how far along Mist is. She'll hit level 20 soon at this rate. Alright, I have done my tanking. Just my 2 flyers. Alright. Here comes the other warrior, but this time I have pretty much free reign to do whatever damage I need to. Not bad. Now, I think this is when Raisin's going to untransform, so I don't have 4 boost. Okay. Let's get Volk. Yeah, I did get all 6 chests, right? Alright, let's get Volk over here. Because Volk can steal things. And stealing things is good. It's a good thing Volk doesn't charge money for stealing. Because there'd be a lot of cash going his way if that were the case. Alright, I am still out of Tomonami's range. Now, you just have a light tomb, so... yeah, you're the one that has the men's staff that I could take if I want. Alright, enough for a KO. Nice. Alright, now we do have these mage units up here. We'd have to get it more into there, though, in order to actually do some work. Yeah, and then we still have to... we have to get units around these bishops without counterattacking. And then I haven't talked about Schaefer over here because, as you can see, he's decked out with killer weapons. He's not And he's also got Colossus too, so he can do a little bit more damage. He's very dangerous. Alright, so men's staff. There is a free physics staff. I might want. Alright, I'll do another little shove around here. Get you into the corner, back you out of the way. And I'm still out of Tomonami's attack range. Yeah, let's get some restore action on Shinon here. And look, another level up for Mist. Oh my goodness, she got strength! It finally happened! After like 20 levels of not getting any point of strength, she finally got strength. It's a happy day. And not like it's really going to matter in the long run, but it's still hilarious, and that's why I love it. Alright, yeah, I think all the reinforcements are done at this point. Unless I'm very, very wrong, but I'm already making good progress on dealing with units up here. And the good news, Schaefer does not move, as you can clearly tell. So we can work around his range issues of 1 range axe to 2 range bow. If I could, I would like to be able to... Okay, hold on. If I can shove Racing closer, I might be able to start... Oops, wrong one. Alright, better idea. We'll do this. Which kind of gets him closer. I kind of need Volk. I can get other units up there, but it speeds Racing up a lot. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, I kind of have to do like a little hole that goes around. Shove you up, back away. Yeah, Soren can't shove, so we'll work around that. Volk. Yoink! Now we'll just get you out of the way so nothing silly happens. Alright, now he is healed. Alright. This does mean I now have an entryway in there, which is good. I am still going to try to shove some units around. Can I take any of them? Not with Shinon. Gatry, however, can. So let's try 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Jill can rescue Ike, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shove you out of the way. Bring you down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rescue Ike. Bring you down. Drop Ike there. Okay, now this is good. I'm getting an entryway into the area here. It's also being able to deal with the mages. Now, I'm not in the way of the priest. Now, Shinon does not have the best resistance, but I could put Shinon next to Tomonami here to entice the mages. You drop to free up some space. I can put you over here, which you're safe. I can also try to shove Tomonami into this little area here, but I think I want to try to clear here a little better. Or I could try to shove Tomonami into this corner. It's like a little puzzle here. How do I move the pieces? Okay, we'll do... Yeah, I need to shove the offense away. If I do that, I can take care of the mages. Tomonami gets shoved up there. You fall back. And now I can get in range of the mages here and not have to worry about any attacks from the bishops. And Ike is in range, so there is a support. Okay. Mages move. Mages do move. Okay, almost. Well, that's fine. I just needed him to tank. I didn't need him to just simply defeat. However, now he can defeat. No, you're wasting my physics staff. All right. The fact that Rayson is so good at healing, like, he really is one of the best units in the game. Alright, I need this mage out of the way. There we go. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I can do that. That would also keep you in range of any attack I do on Schaefer, so I'm going to have to just simply shove Tomonami further this way. Alright, and Rayson, go ahead. Do that. Still out of range of the mage. Oh my goodness, I haven't even been moving Ileana up. My goodness. Alright, well, full guard Marcia it will be. Yeah, so it'll be... I try to shove the bishops this way once I do my, my business. Oh, that's right. That one had L Thunder. Well, either way, that frees up all the spots in the back. Okay. And that should be enough turns for Rayson to transform? Yes. There we go. Alright, Ike, you are still on shove detail. Now, this is still the safer side for me to go on because it'll only have one attacking bishop as opposed to two. So we'll shove you there. And then we can make our way up here, where we have a few safe spots. This is safe. Yes. Yep, no attack. Yep, that's safe. Do that. That can kind of work. Actually, we'll have you down here. Chill up there. Alright, I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I take everything very carefully because I don't want to slip up here. Okay, you are totally full on items. Why don't you let Rayson hold on to a few of those? And then yoink! Steal, 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 steal! Right. Yeah, I don't want... I don't want that to be a problem. Because especially, I do want Volk to be able to steal one of his killer weapons. I'm fairly certain, yes, he has enough weight. Enough weight to steal things, which is good. So bring Ike. I could do... I could do a fun play here. Kind of just start opening up Schaefer's shield here a little bit. Okay, I'm still out of the range of anything to attack. I know this is extremely turtley gameplay, but I do need to be careful here because one wrong move does invite disaster. So we'll do that. We'll chant. And then we're going to drop Volk. So he'll be ready for the next turn. We'll shove you out of the way. Because if I steal the killer bow, that means he cannot attack at 2 range. Which does make him less dangerous. So I'm going to keep this up. Doing okay. Alright, let's get you out of the way. Well, funnily enough, do I want the killer axe? Oh, I have to think here. Do I want the killer axe? Because then if I get the killer axe, then that might be more beneficial for me. So nothing can attack Gatry. I can even equip the javelin. Do I have health? What's her attack? 9, that's 30. What's the difference? Down by 3, so it's attack of 30. I could very well tank that even with. So I'm going to just stick Gatry here with a javelin. Volk is ready on standby. And the bishops are not in range to attack. So we're going to let Schaefer just pull out the bow.
Hey, Robes, if I get so much as scratch, you better get to healing.
They can't heal if they don't have staves. There we go. More speed. Alright, and the priest ain't even gonna heal, because that's not enough to do so. Alright. Oh, I guess I'm getting the killer bow no matter what. Which is good. Because I'm getting the killer axe, thank you. Okay, so then that means, no matter what, I'm getting a killer bow. But even better, that means there's no way that this guy can attack me, so I'm fine.
Boss, so you've made it this far, have you? Tell me, how many pathetic priests did you have to kill to get here? Come on, 5 more? They're pretty scrawny. You could probably take 10 or so without breaking a sweat.
Cowardly cur. Time to stop hiding and fight like a man. And I'm gonna destroy you. Oh, not even enough for a KO there, but now you're done.
Should have brought more priests. And I'm not even gonna say the next line. Dang.
Yeah, this is one guy that I'm just gonna say I'm glad he's out of the picture. But we got his axe and his bow. And I'm just gonna go up here just in case. And there we go. We've defeated the chapter, and we didn't even defeat a single priest unit. Thank you very much. I never imagined that we would be rescued by soldiers of an enemy nation. There was no way we'd cut down innocent priests being forced to fight against their wills. Father, we bear no ill will toward the kingdom of Daein itself. We wish only to reclaim the homeland which was unjustly taken from us. That is the reason we fight. We had no desire to invade this land. If nothing else, please believe that. I beg your pardon. May I have the favor of your name? Elincia Rydell Crimea. I'm the sole survivor of the Crimean royal family. Oh, you! Let us give thanks that you are alive and well. And please, I beg your understanding as well. There are many Daeins who do not support the king's actions. I understand. My young general, this is for you. Huh? As thanks for saving our lives. So, this is the S-rank staff, the Ashira staff. So, if we use this, we just restore all HP to all allies as well as their conditions to normal. So, it is an Omni heal for the entire army, which is a really good staff. And we only get this if we do not kill a single priest unit on the map. So, that is a reward well earned. Now, let's actually explore what Palmeni Temple has in store for us. Now it's time to search this place. My Lord Ike, may I join you? Sure, why not? Everyone's lending a... Ike! Ike, where are you? Mist, I'm over here. Ike, this way, quickly! Raison's in trouble. What? Raisin? What is it? He's been like this from the moment we set foot in this room. He's just staring at the walls. And as you can see, glowing on the walls, too. Oh yes, we're going to have more of the ancient tongue talk here in a bit, too. What is all this? Every wall has the same pattern on it. It's not a pattern. It's an ancient language. All chants and spells and magic scrolls are written thusly. Can you read it, Soren? Some, but not all. Spells are simple, whereas this is a complex narrative. I think Prince Raisin could read it. I bet this is the same language that Leanne was speaking. It is. It's the Serenez language. Their chants are all in this language, too. So Raisin is reading what's written on the walls? It appears that way. Shall we leave him be? There's a lot of writing here. This could take hours. I think that's a good idea. Ike! What is it? From what I could gather, I think a person was locked in this room sometime in the past. You don't know who it was, do you? I wasn't able to read enough of the writing, but I found this under the bed. Is this? I think it may have belonged to whoever was imprisoned in this room. I apologize. I took up much of your time. Raisin, you don't look so good. Why don't you rest for a bit? No, I'm fine. It's more important that we talk. About the owner of this feather? Was it in that room? Soren found it. Whose was it? Lilia, my older sister. The writing on the walls is hers. You have an older sister too? Will you tell us about it? She was kidnapped 20 years ago, on the night of the Serenez massacre. I thought that Lilia had been murdered along with my other brothers and sisters. I believed that until today. Who took her? The walls say only that he was a large human. She probably never knew who it was. He thrust a clan treasure at her and demanded that she use her magic to revive the thing sealed inside it. He exhorted her again and again, but to no avail. Lilia refused his request every time, because she did not possess that power. Someone wanted to revive the Dark God? Shortly after she was brought here, Lilia fell ill and collapsed. I'm not surprised. It was a terrible time. She was imprisoned in that tiny room with no view of earth or sky. Oh, that's awful. Mist, I'm sorry. I just feel so sad for Lilia, and for Raisin too. I beg your pardon. Let me continue. A young Bjork began coming to the room to care for Lilia. She had bluish hair and blue eyes, and her heart was unusually pure for a Bjork. In time, Lilia and she came to be friends and shared a mutual trust. Oh. Go on. Lilia decided to entrust her hopes to the woman. They shared no common language, so it took some time. But eventually, the Bjork woman understood what it was Lilia wanted, which was to take the treasure and the song and flee this temple. Brother! Was there anything else written about this Bjork woman? A name, perhaps? Translated into our language, it was probably Elena. I knew it! Mother! It was our mother! What? Are you sure? Our mother's name was Elena. Like me, her hair was blue, as were her eyes. Rayson, the object you referred to as your clan treasure was an aged bronze medallion, wasn't it? How do you know that? The medallion became my mother's keepsake. The song, too. My parents both gave their lives to protect it. Ike! That you and Mist are Elena's children? Then Leiron's medallion is here? The medallion was stolen. Probably by Daein. I can't... This is... unbelievable. Can a thing like this be chance? To be honest, I don't fully understand all that's happened, but it all makes sense. It all comes together. Oh. So Mist is just humming the tune here, which is the song that their mother sang to them, which is the tune that Lilia entrusted to her. And if you remember, it sounds very close to the song that Rayson and Leanne sung in the Serenus Forest. Mist, that's the song that... But the melody's a little different, isn't it? It's similar to the song Rayson and Leanne sang in the forest. My mother used to sing it as a lullaby. It's the Song of Release, the one Lilia entrusted to Elena. But I wore the medallion and sang that song almost every single night, and nothing ever happened. The magical effect of the song is awakened by the power of the singer. It can't be unleashed by just anyone. The true Song of Release can only be sung by a girl named Altina. Lilia wanted your mother to take the melody to Altina and return the medallion to its rightful place in Serenus Forest. And now everything is coming together. The story's becoming clearer and clearer. My father fled Daein to protect my mother, who was carrying the amulet. Ike, how did you know? Volk told me. He told me about my father's past, and the amulet, and the Dark God, too. So you know everything. King Ashnard took Lilia, didn't he? That would be the final piece of the puzzle. After all, the man who found my father was the king's henchman. Ike, are you saying you know who murdered Commander Grail? You never said anything about that. We all thought his murderer was unknown. Why didn't you say anything? I don't know. I never felt like talking about it. He was a Daein soldier, wasn't he? Who was it? Who was the man who killed Commander Grail? Ike, tell me! Can we discuss this later? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Up to this point, we've all been fighting for the liberation of Crimea. Even if we now add to that stopping the Dark God from being released and punishing Commander Grail's killer, our enemy remains unchanged. King Daein and his henchmen are the ones we must defeat. It's mysterious, isn't it? I mean, Rayson said the same thing earlier, but could all of this really be mere coincidence? The fall of Crimea, Ike's parents, the death of Rayson's sister, the fact that everything leads back to Daein. If true, it changes the meaning behind this war. The treatment of Lilia is one thing, but the assassination of the former apostle, the framing and destruction of my nation? If it was all part of Daein's plan to steal the medallion and the song, then the reason I fight. So there we go. The mystery has now started to become clearer, and the overarching narrative of the beginning of this war has begun to show itself. But we will have to continue the story on the next episode. My goodness, that... I was really having to think at points during that chapter, just positioning every unit in a certain spot, and certainly having the Night Ring on Ike sped things along tremendously with shoving. So I'm really glad that I got that Night Ring, and without much fuss too, might I add. So anyways, that's going to call it for today. Hopefully you will join on the next episode. So until then, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.